morning, children. In this video, we'll take some of the numerical of chemical kinetics. Actually, which have left, whatever left numerical, we discuss in this video. Let me take the first problem. The rate constant for first order reaction is 60 seconds, right? So I have taken here rate constant for first order is 60 seconds. How much time it will take to reduce the initial concentration of the reactant into 1/16th? So they are asking here what time they are asking. Okay, they are asking here time. Now initial concentration you take 1 and the reactant concentration is reducing into 1/16. So reactant concentration will be 1/16. Now what will be the formula for rate constant of first order? This is the formula. Now substitute here and then you are calculating T, no? So send this T here. Okay. Now what we get here? This formula you are going to get here. Now substitute here what? K value, that is 60 seconds, isn't it? And R naught, that is what, 1, and concentration of R is nothing but 1/16. So you are going to get this one. Now this 1 get cancelled, you are going to log 16. Log 16 is equal to what? 4 square. Now log 4 square you can write 2 into log 4 based upon this formula. Log x square is equal to 2 into log x. So based upon this formula you can write log 4 is equal to 0.6. So after substituting you are going to get 4.6 into 10 to the power of -2 into seconds actually. Next, a reaction is first order in A and second order in B. With respect to B, it is second order. Okay, it is second order, and with respect to B it is second order. With respect to A it is what? First order. So first of all write the differential rate equation. You got this equation, differential rate equation. Next, how is the rate affected on increasing the concentration of B 3 times? Concentration of B is increasing how many times? 3 times here. So when concentration of B is tripled, it means concentration of B becomes what? 3B. Concentration becomes what here? 3B. Now substitute here. Again take the rate expression, this equation here. Okay, then dx by dt is equal to k into concentration of A into 3B whole square. 3B why I have taken? Because B concentration of this B you are increasing how many times here? 3 times you are increasing. So this you are increasing what? 3 times here. So that is the reason B becomes here 3B here. So now send this 3 whole square into 9. This 3 whole square into 9. That will be equal to 9. 3 whole square is equal to 9. Remaining right as usual. K 3B, 3 are not right. You have taken 3 whole square outside here. So remaining will be K into A into B whole square. Now this value will be always equal to what here? This value. You observe here. This value always will be equal to, isn't it? This value always will be equal to what? Here. Dx by dt. Now in the place of this one you write dx by dt. Now when you increase 3 times, it is increasing how many times here? Rate of reaction increasing 9 times it is increasing here. Next, one more question they ask. How the rate affected when concentration of both A and B both are what? Doubled. It is 2 times increased and it is also what? Increased 2 times here. Both are increased to 2 times here. Then what happens here? Now take again the rate expression will be what? Dx by dt is equal to K into concentration of A, concentration of B to the power of whole square. In the place of A, how many times it will be? 2 times. In the place of B, how many times it is? 2 times. Now here 2 into 2 whole square. How much it will be? 2 into 4. It will be what? 8 times. Then again take K. K you are taking. Then A you are taking. Then you are taking what here? B square. Now this will be again what? Rate of reaction dx by dt here. Okay. Now how many times it is increasing here? 8 times increasing. So this will be the answer. Next, during the nuclear explosion, one of the products strontium 90 which half-life given 28.1 years. Half-life is given 28.1 years. Okay. Then 1 milligram of strontium was absorbed in the bones of newly born baby instead of calcium. That means R0 is nothing but 1 milligram. R0 means initial concentration is 1 milligram that you are taking. 1 milligram is equal to 10 to the power of minus 6 grams here. And how much of it will remain after 10 years and 60 years? That means T equal to 10, T equal to 60. They are asking actually how much is remaining. That means they are asking what? Concentration of R at 10 years and 60 years here. So again the formula will be, this is the formula. Now they given, first of all what? Half-life. Okay. Then they given time. They given R0. First you need to calculate the K. How do you calculate the K? By using this formula. By taking this formula. Now substitute the T of here. Okay. Now what we are going to get, you can write K is equal to what? 0.693 by T of here. Based upon this formula you can write like this. Now substitute T of here. You will get the K value. This is what actually K value. Next. Now we are calculating concentration of R at 10 years. So what is the formula? K is equal to 2.3 divided by T into log initial by concentration at this time. Now K is already substituted and time is 10 years. Whatever the answer also you will get in terms of years only. And initial concentration, that is what? 1 milligram. Sorry, 1 microgram. 1 microgram is equal to 10 to the power of minus 6. And R you are calculating. So what we are going to get here? So once if you get this, substituting this value, you send everything. This you send here and you send on denominator side. So you are going to get this equation here. So when you do this mathematical operation, everything here, this value you are going to get as 0.1072 here. Okay. Now apply anti-log here. Anti-log log get cancelled. So now you are going to get here 1 into 10 to the power 6 by R is equal to anti-log of 1.1072. So if you calculate that one, we are going to get 1.128 actually. So how you got anti-log of 0.1072 as 1.128? Very simple. If you do something like this, log 1.128 when you calculate, you are going to get 0.1072. Now take anti-log here. After taking anti-log, log get cancelled. Okay, now what we are going to get? Anti-log log get cancelled. 1.128 is equal to anti-log of 0.1072 is equal to how much here? 1.128. Same thing I have taken here. So again send this R here and this one here. You will get the R value. Now what is the homework for you? Now you take time equal to 60 years now. Okay, now time equal to 60 years here. That means what happened? Here I have taken time equal to what here? 10 years. Okay, that means I have taken here 10. Now what you have to take here? 60 years you have to take here. Okay, then you will get the second one. Same procedure, but in the place of time you have to take 60 years here. Okay, with that the problem will be completed here. Next, for first order reaction, show that the time required for 99% is twice to the time required for the completion of 90%. That means it is T99, isn't it? That will be equal to what here? This they are not asking. T99 is equal to 2 into 90. This they are asking. The time required for the completion of 99% is twice to the time required for the completion of 90%. Okay, for completion of 99%, how much time is required? That will be always double to completion of 90% of reaction of time here. So what I am doing here, first of all, we'll take a formula, first order. So this is the formula I have taken. K is equal to 2.303 by T into log R0 by R concentration. Now from this one, use derive the T formula. Send this K value here and T value. You get this formula. So now we are using this formula now. Now we are using this formula. Now they didn't given K value, but we can calculate here. By using this formula, we are calculating. Now take time equal to 99. For completion of 99%, what is the time we are calculating? Okay, for completion of 99% isn't it? For completion of 19%, 99%, we are calculating time. That equal to 2.303 by K into log initial concentration by Y have taken R naught into 0.01. See, for completion of for 99%, if you want to complete 99% of means, what will be the reactant concentration? So initial concentration minus 0.99 into initial concentration. Then take the common R naught, then 1 minus 0.99. Now the concentration of reactant is always equal to R naught into 0.01. This will be the concentration of reactant at what time here? For the completion of 99% actually. Okay. Now substitute the R value here. Now when you substitute, what happened? T99 is equal to 2.303 by K into this R naught get cancelled, and 0.01 you write as 10 to the power of minus 2 here. Now if it comes here, what happened? As a numerator it becomes 10 square. Now log 10 square is equal to 2 into log 10. Now log 10 is equal to how much value? It will be 1. Now 2 into 1 is equal to 2. So we got an equation called T99 is equal to 2.303 by K into 2. Next we will take what? For 90%, to complete 90% of reaction, what is the time required? That will be, formula will be again same formula, and here we are substituting the reactant concentration at 90% completion. So 90% completion, what will be the reactant concentration? In that case, R naught minus again 0.9 into R naught. Take the common R naught, we are going to get 1 minus 0.9. That will be that means whatever you take, if you take 100 grams, 20 grams, 30 grams, from that you take what? Point, multiply that one with 0.1, you will get the concentration of reactant here. So now after substituting this one, what we are going to get? T90. Now here also R naught get cancelled. Now 10 to the power of minus 1 is equal to 0.1. Now send this 0.1, 10 to the power of minus 1, you will get log 10. Log 10 is equal to what here? This value will be 1. Okay. Now you get T90. So you got T99, you got T90. Now what I am doing here, and dividing the T19 by T90 here. Both equations and dividing here. Okay. So this, for example, if you take, this is one equation number 1 and equation number 2. So equation number 1 by equation number 2. Now we get this expression. Now K get cancelled. 2.303 will get cancelled. Now this value will be 2. Now time required for completion of 99% is equal to 2 into time required the completion of 90% here. So with this, what happened? The given question is completed. Yes, it is correct only. Next. Now you take this question, a first order, this one you take as assignment here. A first order reaction takes 40 minutes. T is given what? 40 minutes. Now they are asking to calculate T of here. Okay. Now 30% of decomposition taking place here. So for example, you take R naught is equal to 100%, because 30% is taken, you take R naught is equal to 100%. Now R is equal to how much will take? Because 30% decomposition is taking place, means how much is remaining? 70%. Then you calculate K value here. K is equal to 2.303 by, isn't it, T into log R naught by R. Now T is how much here? 40 minutes. Okay. R naught is how much here? 100%. R is how much here? 70%. So after substituting this one, you will get the K value now. You will get a K value. Now what they are asking, T of. T of is equal to what actually formula? 0.693 by K. Now substitute this K value here, you will get the T of here. Okay. In this way we can easily solve the problem. Next, they given a table here. In this case, azoisopropane is decomposing into hexane and nitrogen here. Temperature is not required for us. Now at 0, initial pressure is given. This is what initial pressure is given. Okay. Now at this time, this is P total. At this time, this is the P total is given. Okay. Total pressure is given. At this T equal to 360, what is the total pressure? Time equal to 720, what is the total pressure again? First of all, I am taking this one. Okay. So this is the structure of isopropane, but no need for us. So isopropane on decomposing giving nitrogen and hexane, right? Now at T equal to 0, you are calling this one as initial pressure. Okay, you are calling this one as initial pressure here. At that initial reaction, there is no product, so take 0 atmosphere, 0 atmosphere. Or they given mm pressure, you can take mm pressure here. Now at pressure at T equal to T, actually 360 is given. Okay, you can take 360, but for all equations we get same thing. Pi, how much will be involved here? Your X amount is reacting to give X amount and Xi. If here 1 mole, here X moles are there, and here also it will be X moles, and here also it will be X moles here. Okay, now from this, if X is involving, X is producing, X is producing. So if X amount of azoisopropane is involving in the reaction, we get X amount of nitrogen, X amount of Xn. Now at time 360 seconds, first of all I am taking at time 360 seconds. What is the total pressure? Pi minus X plus, isn't it? X plus X. That means pressure of isopropane, pressure of nitrogen, and pressure of hexane. Substitute this one, minus X plus X get cancelled. The P total is equal to Pi plus X. But you are deriving here from this equation X equal to Pt minus P total minus initial pressure. Now P total at this time, at the 360 seconds, the P total is given how much here? 54. It is given 54. Now substitute here 54. Initial pressure is always 35. Substitute here, we get 19 mm pressure here. Now we got X equal to 19 mm pressure here. Now after that, what is the partial pressure of this isopropane? What is the partial pressure of azoisopropane at time T equal, that means 366, that is equal to Pi minus X. So the pressure of isopropane at 360 seconds at given time equal to Pi minus X. Now take that one as a Pi minus X. Now initial pressure equal to 35, X equal to 19, and the partial pressure of azoisopropane at this time will be 16 mm pressure. Now what is the formula to calculate the rate constant? Again 2.303 by T log initial pressure of reactant called azoisopropane divided by pressure of azoisopropane at this time, this given time. Given time is nothing but 360 seconds here. Now substitute this one. Initial pressure is 35 and pressure at this seconds. What is the pressure at this second? 16. Now log 35 by 16. You are going to get, if you divide this one, cancel this one, you will get the 2.18. Now substitute the log 2.18 value and cancel this one, you will get 2.17 into 10 to the power of minus 3 seconds. So this type of problem already we have done when we discussed the first order rate constant for gases equation, isn't it? Same problem I have done in last videos here. Next, so one more problem is there. This is also same, but thing is that one more they given 0.65 atmosphere. The thing is they given 0.65 atmosphere. Right, now what we do here, sulfonyl chloride converting into SO2 plus chlorine. Again same thing, at T equal to 0, Pi, this is called Pi initial pressure, and this is the total pressure at which 100 seconds here. At 100 seconds total pressure is given here. So again Pi minus X, same thing, X and X, so cancel this one, you will get P total is equal to Pi plus X, X equal to Pt minus Pi. Now Pt is equal to how much is given at this time, 100 seconds, how much given it is, this is given 0.6, P total is equal to 0.6. Initial pressure is how much here, 0.5. Substitute you will get X equal to 0.5. Next, what we are calculating, partial pressure of sulfur chloride, this one, partial pressure of sulfur chloride at what time here, this time. This time the partial pressure of sulfonyl chloride at this time is nothing but Pi minus X. Now substitute Pi minus X here. Initial pressure again 0.5, X equal to 0.1. Now the partial pressure of sulfonyl chloride at this time, isn't it? At this time is nothing but 0.4. Again take the formula K equal to 2.303 by T into log P by I by P. Initial pressure is how much again? 0.5. Again it is what? 0.5. Take for 0.5 here. And the pressure at this time, what we got here? 0.4. Substitute here 0.4. Now do this operation. Point get cancel. 5 by 4 is equal to 1.25. Now substitute the log 1.25 value. We get the K is equal to 2.23 into 10 to the power of minus 3%. But they are not asking rate constant. What they are asking, rate of the reaction. They are asking rate of the reaction when total pressure is 0.65 atmosphere. So what I am doing here, I will calculate the rate of the reaction. Now when they're asking rate of the reaction at total pressure is equal to 0.65. Now I am taking total pressure is not, I'm not taking this 0.6. I'm not taking the 0.6 here. What I'm taking total pressure is equal to 0.65 I'm taking. This time also they no need for us here. So what I'm taking again same, x equal to same formula. So we have to calculate, they didn't mention the time now. They simply said if total pressure is 0.65. Maybe seconds, maybe what happened, 120 seconds like that. They didn't mention that one, no need for us. So at this seconds, the total pressure is 0.65. So now we have to calculate the rate of reaction. So again same formula, isn't it? What is that formula? Same. The partial pressure of SO2Cl2 is equal to again Pi minus X. Initial pressure will be 0.5. What we have to calculate? X we need to calculate. Here X will be different. Here X is what actually we got here? 0.1. Why? Because here you got 0.1 because the total pressure I have taken here what? 0.6 here. But now I am taking here X equal to same formula. But the total pressure I am not taking 0.6. You are taking here 0.65. Initial pressure will be same. So X equal to we got 0.15. Now again think partial pressure of sulfonyl chloride at total pressure equal to 0.65 is equal to what? Pi minus X. Same formula. Last we have done no same formula here. The same formula I have taken. Now the partial pressure of sulfonyl chloride I got 0.35 here. Now rate is equal to what is the formula? K into partial pressure of SO2Cl2, isn't it? Partial pressure of SO2Cl2. Now rate equal to K, generally we calculated here. Now K is what? 2.3 into 10 to the power of minus 3. Substitute here and pressure of the sulfonyl chloride substitute here, we get the rate here. Same thing, but the data is different actually. Next problem. Consider the reaction. A is converting into product. K is given, and calculate the concentration of A after 100 seconds. Time is given 100 seconds here. Initial concentration you take as 1 year. So what they are asking here? Concentration of reactant at this time here. At this time, what is the reactant concentration they are asking? So substitute here. Same rate constant you substitute here. 2 into 10 to the power minus 2. Time you substitute, how much it is? 100 seconds. And initial concentration you take 1 mole per liter actually, right? Next, because here it is given 1 mole per liter concentration, initial concentration given 1 mole per liter. Now after substituting what you are going to get, now you send everything here this one and this here actually. Now we are going to get this expression here. Next, after doing this mathematical calculation, you are going to get this value as 0.868 here. Now take antilog here. Antilog and log get cancel here. Now antilog of 0.868 is equal to 1 by R naught. You will get like this. Now how to get antilog of 0.868? You take what? Log 7.4 is equal to. Log 7.4 is equal to 0.868. Now after that what we are doing? You are taking for this one antilog here. So antilog log get cancelled. Now what we get here? Antilog of 0.87 is equal to 7.4. Now substitute here 7.4 here. Next, send this R naught here and 7.4 here. So what we get here? 1 by 7.4. We get the R naught, isn't it? Not R naught at actually. It is what? R. It is R actually. Okay. So just remove this one. This is R actually. I'm writing R actually. R it is actually. It is R. Okay. Sorry. It is R actually. It is also R. Okay, this is R. So R concentration of reactant at 100 seconds is equal to 0.135 molar here. Okay, now what will take this problem? You need to do this one. Just I will explain this one. They given T off here. T off is equal to how much they given? 3 hours given. Okay, next, based upon T off you can calculate the K value by using what? 0.693 by T off. You will get the K value now. Okay, now after that what we have to do here? So sucrose decomposing. Sucrose is something what? Decomposing to give something glucose and fructose actually. So it's the first order rate and T off is equal to 3 hours. What is the fraction of sample of sucrose remaining after 8 hours? If that means at T equal to 8, what is the reactant concentration they are asking, isn't it? At T equal to 8 hours, okay, what is the reactant concentration they are asking? Very simple. What you have to do? K equal to 2.303 by time equal to log initial concentration by final concentration. K value will get here from where half-life period. So 3 by, isn't it? 0.693 by 3. If you do this one, then how much it will be? 0.693 by 3. So 0.231. 0.231 you will get. Now substitute 0.231 here is equal to 2.303. Time is how much here? 8 hours. Next, log. Initial concentration you take as a 1 only you take, because they didn't mention, you take 1. Okay, they didn't mention that initial concentration. Okay, so what will be the final concentration? So do this one, just what the problem you have done, same thing. So this is about the numericals of chemical kinetic. With this what happened, all the numericals are completed which are given in the textbook here.